Close your eyes for a moment and listen. The wind carries more than air. Tonight carries a promise. Out here, where the desert meets the horizon and the stars seem close enough to touch, something extraordinary emerges from the earth. Not just a building, not just another home, but something that feels alive. Asterisk. Imagine a place where walls don't just stand, they breathe. Glass panels, so clear by day they vanish into the skyline, come alive at dusk, glowing with hues that shimmer like liquid stardust. Every color, every shift, feels like the sky itself is painting the home anew. The steel frame, strong and sleek, holds it all together, like the bones of a living creature, while reclaimed wood weaves warmth and memory into every line, every edge. Asterisk, this isn't a place built for convention. It's built for souls who wander, who dream, who refuse to be anchored by ordinary. A sanctuary that doesn't just keep you sheltered from the world, but invites the entire cosmos in. A place where sunlight isn't just light, it's art. Where shadows don't just fall, they dance. Asterisk, did you know that 70% of homeowners feel their space doesn't reflect their style? Don't be part of that statistic. Subscribe and start designing a home that truly feels yours. Asterisk. It's not simply a house, it's a portal, a threshold between today and tomorrow, where technology hums quietly beneath your fingertips, but never drowns out the whisper of the wind. It's futuristic, yet deeply human. Sleek, but untamed. Every surface hums with possibility, as if the home itself is waiting to see who dares to step inside and make it theirs. Asterisk. This is the Cyber Boho Barndominium, the dream of a new kind of living where the future and the free spirit don't just meet, they intertwine, where every evening feels like stepping into another world, and every morning reminds you you're living in something that can't quite be defined. Asterisk, and maybe. That's the point. Asterisk because some places aren't meant to be labeled. They're meant to be felt, to be experienced, to pull you in, whispering, stay, and see what waits on the other side. Asterisk in a world where most homes are drawn as boxes, rigid, predictable, quiet. This one feels different. It feels alive. Not because of what it holds, but because of what it seems to breathe into the air around it. The facade doesn't just stand, it moves with the light. Skin a dance of iridescent panels and weathered wood, each piece shifting in tone as the sky turns. Asterisk by day, the home becomes part of the landscape, its glass and soft steel edges, dissolving into the horizon as though it was born from the earth itself. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand. It simply exists, quietly, seamlessly, like it's always been there. But when the sun dips low and the first stars begin to awaken, the transformation begins. The panels catch the last glimmer of light, igniting in ripples of rose gold and violet, and suddenly it becomes something else entirely, something that feels alive, almost sentient. Asterisk at night. It is no longer just a home. It becomes a beacon, a neon mirage rising from the stillness of the desert, humming softly, as though it's calling to those who've been searching for something different. Not the ones who want walls to close them in, but the ones who crave space, connection, and the quiet hum of possibility. It doesn't just shelter wanderers, it draws them in, like gravity, offering a place to rest without ever demanding they stay. Asterisk, and that's the thing. This home isn't just a place to live. It's a reflection of a mindset, a rebellion wrapped in steel and wood. It doesn't belong to a city grid or suburban sprawl. It belongs to those who understand that home can be more than a structure. It can be a sanctuary, a statement, a pulse of freedom beating against the still night air. Asterisk, it's more than architecture, it's an attitude, a quiet defiance against the ordinary, crafted for those who want to stand at the edge of possibility. Feet firmly in the present, eyes fixed on the horizon of what's next. For those who don't just seek shelter, but something far beautiful. Asterisk, a beautiful home is not a dream, it's an art, and you're the artist. Subscribe and start creating spaces that speak to the soul. Asterisk, step inside, and the rules begin to dissolve. Here, the ordinary doesn't apply. The moment you cross the threshold, it feels as though the air itself changes. Thicker, warmer, alive. The walls don't feel like barriers. They feel like the edges of a dream. Asterisk everywhere you look. Textures collide and somehow find perfect harmony. Beneath your feet, polished concrete, cool and smooth, stretches outward like a river of stone. Out, but above it, woven Bohemian tapestries. Spill down walls and across ceilings, softening the space with threads that carry whispers of distant markets and faraway hands. Chrome fixtures gleam like liquid mercury, catching shards of light and scattering them across the room. While lush hanging gardens drip from the ceiling, their leaves swaying softly as if to some silent rhythm only they can hear. Asterisk nothing here is predictable. And yet, it doesn't feel chaotic. Every corner, every surface, feels intentional. As though someone didn't just design this place, but listened to it, let it breathe. Let it decide what it wanted to become.
Ow.
The rooms don't simply exist.
Ow.
They flow, curling into one another, like rivers meeting the sea. The light changes as you move, casting shadows that feel alive, as though they're watching you. Guiding you deeper, asterisk, and then the thought slips into your mind, invited but impossible to ignore. Is this really a home? Or is it something more? Asterisk, because here, nothing feels static. The walls hum with a quiet energy, subtle, pulsing as though the entire space is somehow aware of you. It doesn't just hold you, it reacts to you. The air, the light, the sounds, they shift, bending themselves to your presence. Asterisk, it feels less like stepping into a house and more like stepping into a threshold, a gateway, a place that doesn't simply shelter you from the world, but has the power to change you, to rewrite something in your very core. Asterisk, and the longer you stand within it, the more the question lingers, wrapping itself around every breath you take. What exactly is this place? A home, or something far greater, waiting to reveal itself? Asterisk, every Cyber Boho Barndominium is built around one simple truth. Freedom doesn't mean chaos. It means balance. Balance between what you need and what you crave. Between the wild and the refined. Between a home that grounds you and one that dares to lift you higher. Asterisk beneath its skin. The house hums softly, alive with energy you can't quite see but somehow feel. Solar arrays, hidden seamlessly within its form, drink in the desert sun by day, storing enough quiet power to fuel every midnight dream that unfolds within its walls. There is no noise, no harsh mechanical reminder of its innovation, only the faint pulse of a structure that runs as naturally as it breathes. Asterisk, transform your home. Transform your life. Subscribe now, and let's create spaces you'll love forever. Asterisk, and then the glass, the way it changes with you. It doesn't just shield or reveal, it listens. With a whisper, it can shift from transparent to soft, clouded hues, bending the light to suit the moment. Mornings can be drenched in gold, afternoons shaded and serene, nights wrapped in violet and silver. The house doesn't just respond to the sun, it responds to you. Asterisk, every room feels like a chapter waiting to be written. Some spaces invite you to linger, to sprawl in comfort beneath woven textures and the quiet glow of light filtering through patterned shadows. Others invite motion, open spaces with echoes that encourage music. Art, conversation, or silence, depending on the rhythm you bring to them. It's a home that doesn't impose its will. It reflects yours. Asterisk, but there's something more beneath it all, a subtle sensation like the home is aware, not alive, not sentient, but somehow present, as if every wall, every beam, every inch of warm wood and polished metal is attuned to its purpose, to give you a place where you can be everything, without being pulled apart. Asterisk here, balance isn't just a design choice. It's the heartbeat. It's the quiet thread tying every surface, every flicker of light, every shift in mood together. And as you stand within it, breathing in the stillness, it becomes clear. This isn't just a house, It's a partner in your life's unfolding story, waiting for the next page to turn, asterisk maybe. It isn't just a home. Maybe it was never meant to be.